the way my mom beats me, it gave me something that she sees me as my dad, the appearance and everything. So the bitterness is still in.
She used to be.
And the way she talks, yeah. She just wanted. She told me that she wanted to kill me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode of Victors with Victor. Please remember to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Today on our episode, I have a gentleman who I have happened to know for a while, and today we're having a chat with him in the show. I hope you enjoy the interview. Karibu sana bro.
Asante.
Cheers. Ko fresh, kuna inaitwaje? Rolex. Na una smell fresh manze. Karibu sana, tuambie viewers. Ni Mungu si juju.
Ni Mungu siku zote.
Okay, tell our viewers who you are. Just
okay,
introduce
my name
yourself.
is Steven Otieno. What else do I have to say?
How about yourself? I don't know. Karibu breakfast.
I think I'm Steven Otieno, and
where are you from? Where did you grow up?
I'm from Kibera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
School at Kibera Primary School.
Primary school, okay.
Yeah. And I went to Masi, Boys.
Masi,
in Ukambani.
In Ukambani, okay.
In Machakos County. So I've finished everything.
Form 4 level?
Yeah, Form 4 level.
Then after your Form 4 level?
I did nothing. I'm just there.
When did you graduate?
I didn't graduate.
Not from Form 4, like?
Like it was on 2009.
Oh, 2009. I graduated in 2010, so a year before me, okay.
Yeah, 2009.
And then since 2010. What summer you did anything, bro? You did nothing, bro.
The only course that I did was driving.
Okay. So you did something, you know. How was it growing up in Kibera?
It's very tiresome. It's very hard.
Yeah. When you say tiresome, ulkosha chokana life,
I'm almost there.
Yeah?
You're almost there.
Okay. What is the worst memory you have? Mali unikona feeling kama nimechokana life.
Like you growing up and you seeing other kids visited by their parents, especially fathers, because I never had a father.
Oh, you never grew up with a father. You never had a father because you lost them.
I don't know the story. The story is kind of complicated because each and every time I mention the story, my mom, she doesn't want to talk about that. It always brings emotional.
Okay. So you've asked a couple of times. The last time you asked is going.
It was on 202.
202 was the last, so that's about 10 years ago.
Yeah, 202.
But then you were a teenager then.
I was.
Have you tried asking now? Not have a very
mature mother son. Then 202. Then I came out to ask again in 205 when I wanted to do my KCP.
Why were you asking for your father if he's never been there?
Because of the names. You know, if you're doing your KCP, you have to have 3 names.
Yeah, which is your surname must be your father's name.
You have to fix it there.
So you asked your father's name, and what did he tell you?
It was very bad. She cried. She almost wanted to kill herself.
When you asked?
Yeah. It wasn't good. Really. Never wanted to talk about that, so with time, just have to understand things and accept everything that the mother went through, because she never shared everything, but the little that I have, it's very, very
So do you feel like
emotional.
it breaks your mom's heart to think about it?
Yeah, I think.
But you don't think she thinks about it?
You know, the story is kind of ugly. When we had a chat, like one-on-one.
With your mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was on 2015.
Yeah.
She just came out and told me, you know, in this scenario, everything never went good because you, when you're brought out, when she got pregnant, it wasn't something that he intended. It was just a rape thing.
She was raped.
Yeah, she was raped. So she never wanted to talk about that. So I pushed everything. I pushed each and every time to at least tell me the story, the ugly part of it. So at this point, at least I have 3/4 of the story, which everything.
That was in 2015.
Yeah, in 2015.
After getting that version of the story, are you still trying to know who your father is?
I still want to know my father, because growing up without a father, it really torments me.
Oh, you feel like it's affected you?
Yeah, because I'm also a father.
Yeah.
So the thing that I've never,
Congratulations,
yeah,
by the way.
welcome. So everything that I was not given is something that I want to pass it from to my kid.
And what is it?
The love,
Okay.
the appreciation each and every time you can do it, the motivation. Those are the things that I want to emulate and at least pass it to my kids.
So, do you feel like this is an issue that is delicate to your mom since you talked about it in 2015 to date?
Yeah, sure. It's very delicate.
Okay. But do you think your mom wants your father in the picture?
Because each and every time she speaks about the story,
She gets emotional.
yeah, I don't think they want to fall along. Because at this point, I know my dad married, and
He remarried, okay.
yeah,
No, they were not married, so he raped your mom, and then that's how you were conceived, and then your dad went on with his life.
The ugly part of it is my mom never wanted to talk about that. I only heard it from someone, which is very, very, very hard.
Yeah.
And me accepting it and getting that chance to speak out about the rap thing, and it really kills me because I really feel bad about that, and I just wanted at least to participate in this thing, if maybe my mom can be given a counseling thing, because maybe the emotional.
Yeah, you need your mom to get
To be
counseling or
counseled,
help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can reach out to some of my friends who counsel us. I'm a therapist but not practicing, but I think I can reach out to ladies who are counselors and see if we can find help for her. But so what you're fighting for now is to know your dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm fighting for.
If, let's assume this camera was your dad and you were right in front of him, what would you say or what should you do?
Only thing that I have to say is, Dad, I really love you, and I just want to forget everything that happened. Let's just leave the past behind and focus on our future together. Just want to do everything to make you appreciate me and accept me as your kid. That's all.
What I'm getting is that you're asking for love, that's all.
Not even love only. I just want everything. everything.
What is everything in this case?
I just want to emulate my dad in everything that he is.
Is that a rapist?
I'm kind of confused. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want, but
What do you think this would do to your mom if you brought your dad in the picture?
it will break him down.
To break her?
Yeah, it will break her down.
Do you want to break her?
No.
Does she know that you're trying to find your dad?
Yeah.
She knows.
She knows.
What did she say about that?
She never wants to pick up. She never wants to speak about that. Each and every time we talk, and.
But do you feel like it is something you and her should agree on?
Yeah, because with me, I have to know my origin and accept my origin.
You discussed that with her?
She only told me that my name was Kimani, which is Stephen Kimani, but with time, the name Kimani faded, so I was given Stephen Otieno, which is my name, but the acceptance is.
So Otieno is from who?
From my mom's side.
And Kimani is from?
From my dad's side.
Your biological dad?
Yeah, my biological dad.
So how did Kimani fade? How did you change from Kimani to Otieno?
The Otieno thing came out because of where I used to live. I live with my grandma.
From your mom's side?
From my mom's side.
Yeah.
So they only gave me that name because they thought that it was nice at least I have two names, because I only have one.
So they accepted you on your mom's side?
Yeah, those are just my uncles.
Oh,
you don't know their intentions. They can even accept you at that time, but you being accepted in that place, it really kills you. Why? To bring some question marks.
You don't feel like you belong
I
there?
don't feel comfortable.
Okay. Stephen, I'm really sorry for what happened and for what you're going through. I can only imagine. I can really know what you're really going through. But my concern is now you're pursuing to know and meet your dad, and your mom seems to not be comfortable with it.
It's not even my dad alone. Even my aunts from my dad's place. I met them.
So you know your relatives.
Yeah, but
your dad's brothers and sisters.
It's all my brother, sister, my uncle, and my aunt and my cousins.
And they know you.
They know me.
So and your dad you don't know.
I don't know my dad.
And when you have you talked to them about it?
We've never discussed that much. The only thing that I did was to introduce myself to my cousin, who is called Kamande, John Kamande.
But how did you know your relatives? How did you know your dad's siblings?
Okay, it was in 2005 when we talked with my mom, and I insisted that I want to know my family, the origin, everything. So she told me, just you take a bath and I'm going to show you something. I have a gift for you. Only to find out that I was introduced to my aunt, who used to stay in Katukera about that time. So I was introduced to my aunt.
How was the introduction like?
The only thing that he did was meet your brother's brother's kid. This is Steve. Steve, this is Wanja.
Uh,
And she left.
and what did Wanja say?
Oh, Karibu. I'm lucky to see you.
Do you
You
feel
look
like
like your
she
dad.
knew? Oh, yeah, she
That's
said
all.
that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, go ahead. So then, did you ask her where is your dad?
No. She never gave me that platform.
Okay, so she just said Karibu and then?
Yeah, I feel at home. That's that really felt bad. Yeah. I just wanted to even see a picture
Of
of
your
my
dad?
dad. Because the only thing that she told me was you emulate your dad. You look almost the same in your speech, in your physical attraction, your physical appearance.
Yeah. Okay. But nobody's allowing you to see him?
My dad,
Yeah.
nobody.
Or to meet him?
Nobody wants to.
Okay, but have you followed to know where your home is, at least where he comes from?
This one comes out when I got a contract to Muranga. That's where my dad's place. Okay, so I got a contract with some Chinese people. I was fixing water. And it was a contract which lasted for 2 years. So I went to Muranga and I used that opportunity at least to walk around. But the village, they never told me that. So I was in those areas in Muranga. I went to Kabatia, Maragua, Gadera, those areas.
You were just looking for...
I was just working.
Okay.
So the project was we were to remove water from Muranga Dam to Sabasaba, which we did, and everything. We did everything and we finished the contract. So I took that opportunity at least 1 week to walk and see the other areas. When I got to see the place that I was, whether I have to call my place, my dad's place. And they never responded because I called them. They even switched their phone off.
When you told them you're...
Yeah, in these areas, specifically it's in Kahutia, something like Kahutia or...
Kahutia.
No, it's not Kahutia, it's in Kangema.
Oh, yeah, Kangema.
Yeah, it's in Kangema.
And so?
So they switched their phone off.
Do you feel like it's your dad who gave those directives for people not to allow you to get to him? What do you
maybe
think
like
it's going-
20% I can give that.
And then the 80%?
The 80% is maybe my dad is, if he has to engage with me because he has another family. So once the family, I'll break everything.
You intend to break it, or maybe he's hiding it from the family?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Interesting, Stu. But now, when I'm still interested with the conversation between you and your mom, because now you're looking for your dad, and you perceiving this person as your dad, which is right because he's your biological dad. But how do you think your mom perceives him?
I think she just don't want to talk about that and everything.
Do you feel like
Details.
do you feel like she perceives him as a rapist?
By the look of things, once you have the conversation, I only have to look at the eyes
Yeah.
and the physical attraction, like the physical
Body movement.
Yeah, the body movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
The body movement. So, just don't want to talk about that.
She doesn't want to.
Yeah, it really trips.
I can only imagine how tricky it is, because now it's, one attracting, the other one repelling. So it's like you want to know your dad, but she's not comfortable with this whole idea of you bringing even the idea of, or coming up with the conversation of your dad. So.
Because there's a time that I remember, and it was 2000 millennium, when we had that millennium. The way my mom beats me, it gave me something that she sees me as my dad, the appearance and everything. So the bitterness is still in.
She used to be.
And the way she talks, yeah. She just wanted. She told me that she wanted to kill me.
When was this? Sorry.
It was in 2000, Liana, I remember.
2000.
And it was 3 times.
How old were you? Did she try killing you?
Yeah, he even brought knife. He brought rope.
The first time she tried to kill you, she brought a knife.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
The only thing that he told me was, I just want to kill you and kill myself. Or maybe I kill you and run away. She gave me 3 options. I kill you, I run away. I kill you, I kill myself.
How old were you?
By that time, you can even do your calculation.
20 something?
I wasn't 20.
You were still a teenager?
I was born in 1988.
88, 2000, that's about 18, yeah?
Yeah, 18 years.
Yeah. That was the first time that you remember?
It wasn't first. There's a time that even when I was 12 years, and there's another one that when I was 7 years. 7 years, yeah. I was in class 2.
Steve, you know what I want to commend you for is, I've known you for a while, and every time I see you, you're smiling.
You have to fake everything.
You're happy. Yeah, like it makes me sad now to think that all this time you've been going through all this, but you're the most cheerful person. Like I remember when you used to perform, you used to cheer us, like clap for us, but I didn't really know you were going through all this.
Yeah, at least I have to do that to forget everything that is in my mind.
So,
at least to release everything.
So, sorry man. So when this scenario, when she pulled a knife and she gave you options, what happened? How did you get to escape this scenario?
It's only my neighbor who came to my rescue, because he beaten me very, very.
She beat you?
Very bad.
Yeah. Why? What was the reason?
The reason was I didn't do my schoolwork and the homework, and I failed.
In exams?
Yeah.
And she wanted to kill you?
She wanted to kill me.
So then how did your neighbor came to rescue?
All along my neighbor had a conversation. She was in.
Oh, she was listening?
Yeah. So she mobilized some neighbors and they broke the door.
Oh.
Okay.
And that's how they got you out?
Yeah, that's how they got me out.
Poor man. And then, after then, how then did you go back?
It's still my home place. It's where I was brought out. So I'm still a kid. And I was under their roof. I didn't have some cash. I didn't have anything to make me at least move out from the place. Yeah, and I needed their support.
So you went back, and how did she receive you?
It's okay. The only thing that she told me was, I was carried away. I'm sorry. We will fix everything.
No, man.
Sorry. I was having some depression.
So she apologized.
Yeah, have a place to forgive me.
Crazy, man. This is crazy. And then the second time?
So the second time was in when I remember good, it was when I was 7 years old. I didn't do the house chores. I was to mop the house. Then I was carried away by the program that we used to call Tarzan.
Yes, I remember Tarzan.
Yeah, Tarzan. So I went to watch a television.
I also got in trouble with Tarzan, but not for taking a shower, and it wasn't extreme.
So it was Tarzan, then after Tarzan there was Conan of Barbarian.
Yes,
yeah. So I went to
watch the program.
I went to watch a program.
Because most of us didn't have TV, so you'd go to a place to, yes.
Yeah. So my mom came, she was selling mandazis. Then came back home, found out that I fixed everything, but the only thing that I never did was to mop the house. Grabbed me, and they ran away. So after running away, I just came out to my to my senses, and I said, why don't I just go home and do the mopping while she's not around at this time. Maybe after that I'll just have to run again. But unfortunately I was caught. This time round he mobilized some people from the other side of this railway. Yeah, I was walking on this railway. There's a guy who just grabbed me and called my mom. So my mom took me. I never wanted to show drama. I accepted and I said, it's okay, let me not do the same thing that I did. And we went home. He closed the house and took a log. It was very big, kind of the size of my hand. He gave me 3
strokes.
One, I punched it. The second one, it almost broke my skull.
This is you at 7 years.
I was 7 years old. And the third one, it
hit your head again.
Hit my head and I lost my conscience. I was down. I was bleeding. There was blood coming out from my ears, from my eyes. But the only thing that I remember at that time was it's only another neighbor who took that initiative at least to help me out again. Yeah.
So this was the first time, and then the second time was when you were 18 years old.
The second time came out when I was in class 6.
Class 6, that's about 15,
yeah.
15.
Yeah, it wasn't 15.
14
it was 12 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 12 years. This time round was, I was given money to go and to pay for food program.
That's cool.
Yeah, the food program and tuition fees. So I took that as an escape. I was even influenced by a friend who told me, you don't have to go back to school. You do this, let's just go work. At least we do something else with that money. And I remember the teacher calling my mom and he said, it's now 5 days I haven't seen your kid.
That's cool.
In school. But each and every time I used to cover out that I was going to school. So I have to do some notes which
okay.
It's not even adding up to fix everything. But my mom
So you were leaving home to school, but you're not getting to school.
Yeah.
What were you doing? What were you doing out there?
I was duped by a friend who only took me to video.
Ah, okay, I remember video those days.
Yeah, we went to see some movies till evening.
So you spent the money in videos, buying food
And clothing.
and clothing. Where were you wearing the clothing?
At that time, I was a supporter of Arsenal.
Ah, okay.
So I bought 3 jerseys.
For Arsenal?
Yeah, because I was supporting Thierry Henry. Yeah, Thierry Henry was my role model at that time.
You know what's funny, Stephen? Arsenal, I've seen a lot of people die for Arsenal. I think it's a cult, you know.
You can call it a cult. You know, with football or maybe in sport that you unashabikia. Yeah, it's all about your mindset, how you set in your mind on every sport. Me, I'm not a fanatic.
Okay.
That I give everything in sports.
But you spent school money.
That was back then.
So you
That was
learned.
back then.
You learned, eh?
Yeah.
So then what happened?
my mom brought me home. She cooked. I ate. I took a bath, and she only told me one thing: it's today that I want to finish everything that was planning in my mind.
What?
She closed the door. You see this?
Oh man.
You see this? So there are still others that I can't even show. So with that, I thought my mom had something that it's not even about me. It's about my dad. Because the last conversation that he told me, the last word that I had, it was, ungekuwa mtoto si wangu ningekurudisha kwa baba yako ama ningekurudisha kwenu, but kwa sababu wewe wangu ndaka tu na wewe, lakini kuna mashida, which was very
heartbreaking.
I sat down. I thought about that word. It really tormented me. It really sank deep. It really pierced me.
Deep inside.
And I said, it's okay. If everything is just good, just kill me. I was ready to die at that time. You just kill me. Because it's not good when you hit me this hard every time. Just end it today. So these are the results. It wasn't a good environment.
Why are you smiling?
Because that's the only thing that I can do at this time. You just smile and let it go. You just fake everything.
Let it go. The idea of fake, I don't know, but let it go, which is very difficult. But Steve, so how that day you had decided that you're ready to die, so how did you then end up surviving?
She started crying and she left the house for almost 2 days.
When you said, kill me?
Yeah, you just kill me. I even brought that knife. You have to kill me today. At least not to endure this pain again. Because your intention was to kill me. And she broke down. She cried. She cried. She only said so many words. Like 1,000 words. If I can remember.
Why did you bring the knife?
Because it was my end of the game.
You were
I was
tired.
just on the corner.
12 years.
12 years.
And then the third time was when you were 18 years old.
Yeah, the third time was when I was 18, which I just told you the story.
Uh, do you feel like you're okay?
I'm not okay.
Okay.
I'm not okay.
So Steve, you know, they say the first step in healing is admitting that nothing is okay. So I think you're in your healing journey. And I want to wish you all the best. You have a family now.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Okay. After, I didn't tell you. My dad left when I was 2 years.
2 years old. Okay.
2 years old. So now I'm 33 years. It's
Left where?
He went to America.
How did you
In
know
UK.
about this and you never
He
met
went to
him?
UK. When I was 7 years, my mom just told me a basic story about my dad. The other side, the good thing about my dad. Your dad was a good man. He used to come here, see you. He used to come, take you, at least for a walk. And then, after everything, the granddad, is my granddaddy, just took that as an opportunity to send him away. He went to UK for further studies, which from that time till now, he hasn't come back.
So your dad is in the UK?
Yeah.
You were telling me about your family.
The other family?
No, your family. You
Oh.
said you have a family now.
Yeah, I have a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came out when I was in 2017. I met this lady, talked, and then asked her out. Then she accepted.
You
Then
charmed her.
no, it was just a conversation on one-on-one. We were talking.
Mister, yeah?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we talked, and she agreed.
You won her heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we started a family.
That was in?
In 2017. So 2018, 2019, which we had our first kid. She's a lady. She's called Daniela.
Baby girl, 20s?
2019.
2019, okay.
Yeah, 2019. June.
So Daniela is now
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
she is 3 years. So, with everything is that everything that I wanted to hear, everything that I wanted to emulate from my dad, I do opposite.
What do you mean?
Like each and every time we have a conversation and my wife speaks about you're not responsible, just reflect.
So you feel like this whole situation has affected your parenting
It really affected
and
me.
your life?
Yeah, it really affected me. Big time. Because every conversation that we have, it's not friendly. And she knows my weaknesses. Like when she triggers about the family and my responsibilities as a man, she triggers about the fatherhood, the other side of me. The provision thing, it's not friendly because at this time I don't have a permanent job and we're just living food to hand to mouth. Yeah, which is kind of heavier times.
Yeah, I see how much you struggle even when you don't have a job. I see you selling clothes.
You have to do everything. I just have to do.
But do you does she knows that you do this, Steve?
No.
I think then you should talk to her. I think she should know the struggle and be part of the struggle. And also, I think it's also important for you to talk to her, not to take advantage of that situation. I know sometimes we try not to be vulnerable, but just make it clear that you don't like her taking advantage and, blackmailing or talking down on you, using, the things that you told her about your family.
It's very unfortunate that she left.
Oh, you separated?
Yeah, she left.
Sorry, man. When was this?
2002.
In 2002?
Yeah, it was on 2002.
2022, right?
2022.
Okay, yes. Yeah. No, it's okay. With Daniela?
Yeah, she left with Daniela. It was in 2022. November. Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on last year.
Why did she leave?
Because of so many things. Being that I never have a permanent job and the flow of money wasn't.
But when you had, were you giving?
I was giving diligently.
Okay.
With that even, I was giving the lead that I have. At least I had to sacrifice for me. Because that time I was working on South Sea. I was working in South Sea. Yeah. So I have to trek from here to South Sea, then South Sea back to Satellite. Yeah, because that time I was living in Satellite.
What was the reason? Why did she leave?
The provision thing. Provision. It wasn't, if we can graph it down, it wasn't high. It had some curves. Yeah. So she told me that you're not a man. You can't provide for your family. You're like nothing. I just said it's okay. If you can't see my effort, then I pray that God can bless you with someone who can provide good.
And you let her go?
What do you have to do? Even if it's you.
How did it feel to let her
Very bad. This is the family that I...
Do you see Daniela, your daughter?
When I insist.
So you have to insist to see your daughter?
At least, yeah. So I took an initiative and took me to Chad's office, which is this
children's office.
For support.
Oh, you have 2 letters.
Yeah, which I attended to.
Ministry of Public Service, Gender, Senior Citizens Affairs and Special Programs. Between Father Stephen Otieno, 18 over address, and Mother. Following discussions between the above parents relating to the welfare of their children or child, before the children's officer, they have agreed that the child will join school in February 2023 and the father will cater for education. Father will provide 600 shillings weekly for food, which will be sent by M-Pesa.
It's very ugly, you see? It's very, very ugly. I never wanted.
This is your wife?
This is my wife.
How did this letter make you feel, Stephen? This was in, so is Amanda in school? It's now, is Daniela in school now?
Yeah, she's in school.
Are you taking care of that? This was in January this year.
Yeah.
So you're taking care of her schooling.
Which is very hard at times because at this time I'm not even living at my place, because my place it was on December that I was locked out, and everything is still there. So there are still areas that I have to settle down, and I lost everything with me. So at this time I'm staying with my brother's place.
And so you get to see Amanda. So now you're struggling to pay school fees for Amanda. Where does she go to school?
In Spurgeon.
Spurgeon.
Yeah.
Spurgeon, that's
here.
Yeah, I know Spurgeon. The guy is my relative. Yeah, we come from the same home area. How much is the school fee?
He told me it's 55
Per term.
per term.
And how many terms are left now?
2 terms.
You paid the first term?
I never. The only thing that I did was to pay for admission fee and food program.
So, and then the school fee?
I haven't even chipped in.
But do you go to school?
I do.
Okay.
When I have time, I at least go to school to speak to the headmaster.
So that's 11,000 for the 2 terms.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Stephen.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I can't even imagine being in the place you are at now. So you lost your place as well?
Yeah, I lost my place. And still, I'm not even having that job.
Where is your mom now?
She's in Kibera, here in Katokera.
How is your relationship now?
It's not that friendly. It's not friendly. Because she's looking me down. You had a family and you're still coming back. What is this?
So you feel like she's blaming you?
Yeah, I'm kind of a burden.
If you had a job today, would you take your wife back?
Yeah, I will.
And then if you lose the job again?
No. The only thing that will make me bring my wife back home is because of the kid. Daniela.
Daniela.
Yeah. That's the reason number one. But the treat that she has always been giving me, it's very hard to bear.
Oh, your wife?
Yeah.
Your ex-wife?
Yeah, after everything, after I lost my job, she became very, how do I have to put it?
Unreasonable?
Yeah, you can't even, I lost my manhood, like the dominion, the power.
Like you couldn't talk as a man?
I can't speak anything. She's not even ready to follow. What are you telling me?
She told
You don't have a job.
She told you that?
Go look for a job, then we talk.
It's not funny, but you're making it sound funny. So
I'm just trying to imagine that.
You know, men, we laugh about these things, but it's not funny.
Yeah, this is the woman that
You as a man.
Yeah, this is the woman that I.
When did you lose your job, and when did all this begin?
I lost my job in 2020.
This is during COVID.
Yeah, during COVID. Everything.
Okay. How was life from 2017? Is when you guys settled, didn't you?
Yeah.
Then you had a job until 2020. How was life?
The life was good. The life was very, very good.
She was happy.
She was happy. Like each and every week, she used to invite her relatives.
And then you guys do like a small food party at yours.
It was lively. This is the place that I can even imagine. When we were living together, it was extended. The family was big.
Mm.
There was joy. We had to crack jokes.
How bad was the situation with you not having the job? Would they go without food or?
It's not on every occasion, maybe once, but this time it's not because that I didn't have to chip in. I chipped in, but
It wasn't enough.
yeah, I was just told that this man can't make us,
Can't help us.
can't help any situation, can't settle everything. Like, we have deficit. The money is not enough.
And then what led to her leaving now, if you remember?
Yeah, there's a conversation that we had after all this time. I was bringing this money. At the time, he chipped in Fuliza. I pay the money. She doesn't want to Fuliza again. She took an initiative not to wash my clothes. And conjugal rights lost, and
So you were deprived sex and
yeah, madhara ikaingia. Disrespect chipped in. Each and every time the presence used to choke. When I'm just home, she goes to the bedroom to sleep. When we talk, she's just in the phone. She's speaking on the phone or maybe on Facebook, social medias. She never gave me that attention. And one day I just asked, oh, it's okay, we have to speak and settle down everything. Because for the past 6 months, things are not even good. And she jumped in, oh, so you can see. So you know everything is not good. It's all because of you. I said, why? Why do you blame me? What is this thing that you're saying? It's all about me. Oh, you don't provide. You don't even think about us. You don't know how we feed. You don't know how we, like everything, you know. And I said, it's okay. So you know my situation at this time. Things are not even working out. But I still have faith and hope that we will bounce back. And she told me, you always say that you have hope. Why don't you eat that hope? I was like, did I do anything wrong? Maybe. You did everything wrong. Everything is just wrong. I said, it's okay. Maybe you don't understand. Or maybe you don't view things the way I view. The dimensions are very different. So just give me one month. We will do everything and everything just turn out to be good. Because there's a guy who promised me a contract job for 2 years. And I clinged to that. It's unfortunately that she left, everything crumbled. I don't know, she went with the blessings or maybe because it wasn't friendly. She even banged the door after picking the luggages. That was just in the house. Do you have to leave? Because the scenario wasn't good. She was used to cook she used to cook and then take the food to my neighbor's place. They eat, then she only comes to sleep at
So she would cook at your house and then carry the food and take it to your neighbors and eat it there with the baby.
Yeah, with the mother again, with the neighbor.
Oh, okay.
The sister.
And not you.
Not me.
Anyway.
Those were the tortures that I got.
But Steve, it's funny because do you drink?
No.
Do you smoke?
No.
I thought so because I never seen you do drugs. And you know, I don't really understand much about marriage and stuff, but it really surprises me to see that you are still optimistic and you have hope that if you get a job, you'll still bring your family back. So since November 2022,
2022.
last year, so it's about 6 months now? 7 months.
Yeah.
Do you feel like she would want to come back if you have a job?
From this point of view, maybe I can just speak on her view. I don't think
She will come. Why?
She already set her mind. And the last conversation that we had, she told me that I don't think that I'll come back. Even you fighting for everything to come out, I don't think that I'll come back. You just have your life and remarry.
And you're fighting to have her back because of Daniela?
That's the only thing that I wanted. And to make her feel that it wasn't a loss. It was just a matter of season. You know, with us we also have seasons as the weathers.
Yeah.
With the weather pattern. Yeah. There's a time that you shed. There's a time that you
flourish.
You flourish. Yeah.
Oh man, Steve, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say that could make you feel better, but I think, like I was telling you, the first thing is that you've acknowledged that there's a problem, and you're working tirelessly towards making things better for you, and I wish you the best in pursuing your family and your father. So would you want to reach out to your dad on camera if in case he's watching? And also for our viewers, I personally cannot promise much, but I'll probably chip in Amanda's school fees sometime this year.
Okay.
Yes, I hope me and my team can get you something for the school fee.
I really appreciate
as you
try
look for a job. In case somebody was looking into getting you a job, you said you're a driver.
Me at this time, I'm very desperate. I can do anything.
What do you mean anything? Can you work in a mortuary?
I can't do that.
You can work in a morgue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I'm ready to do anything, at least to give out life to my kid, because I just don't want to be like my father.
What do you mean anything? Serial killer?
If I say everything, I say everything.
Even a serial killer?
Does it pay? Do I have the money? You know, I'm desperate to that point. I don't have a choice. I wish you were my shoe. Maybe. I'm very desperate. I'm very depressed to that point.
But you said life has seasons. I don't think you have to be...
You know, that was back then in 2022. But this time, I came back to where I grew up, to my mother's place. So you can even think about the frustrations each and every time, the words that they speak to you, even, and how they behave. Body language, I know. Maybe I never did psychology, but you can see things.
You feel rejected?
Yeah, there's a lot of rejection. I'm trying to buy that. At least, even if I have my home where I can put my head down, at least I'll just say thank you. I've settled one thing. I'm working for other things. Maybe they'll just follow me. I'm fighting for shelter. That shelter will come after I have a job. Because we're paying school, we're paying rent.
Steve,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna ask you this again, if you were talking to your dad on camera, what would you like to tell him? I know I asked you the questions, but I'm gonna ask you as we close. What would you like to tell him?
Only 2 words. Dad, I love you. And I just want to leave everything that happened to my life. The frustrations, the depression. And I'm forgiving you deep from my heart. I just want to say you're the best. Maybe I've never experienced the love from you, but give me a surety that you won't leave again. That's all. You stick around. You just stick around. You know, there's a time that I used to listen to Luther Vandross. And there's a song that I heard about father. It broke me down.
What does the song say?
Just when I was a kid, I know something of that word. It's about her father.
His father.
Yeah, the father left again. So he never had an encounter to mingle or maybe to do some stuff with the father. So he was just dedicating the song to the fatherless, which is our generation. Maybe people like.
To our viewers, Steve is looking for a job. So if you happen to have a job, of course not a job for a serial killer, but you're better than that, you're bigger than that, you know, like you come a long way to get here and think you have to get into just anything to provide for yourself. It's like, you know, you got out of the river and then you're jumping into an ocean. So what I'd like to tell you is that just the same way you've kept your head up, keep your head up and something good will come for you and to you.
Do you still trust in me?
Me?
Yeah, do you?
I think knowing you, I believe in you. And
Oh,
the
you
fact
believe
that and that's why we have you in the show, you know, to share your story. And I feel like the next time we'll have you in the show, there probably would be success in your story.
Let's just pray.
That's my hope. Yeah, let's pray and hope.
Let's just pray
Yeah.
for that.
So, like I was telling you, the process of healing now, you have admitted that there's a problem. So the second phase is to work towards, which you're already doing. Yes, towards solving the problem. You've reached out to your dad and you've talked about what you've gone through as a person. You know, wounds heal, but scars don't heal. So you have your scars, and if you use them to make yourself a star, then I think you want to see Daniela appreciating their dad in future, you know.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to still keep your head up, like wake up every day and smile. The idea of fake it, I don't know, but like wake up every day and smile. Keep moving with that positivity, and I'm certain something will come your way. We'll put Steve's number on the screen so you can reach out to him directly or even pray with him, bless him. And yeah, we hope to host you again in the show when the story
Really
is
appreciate that.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Asante
appreciate
sana, Steve, man.
Karibu.
I pray for you and wish you the best, man.
Okay, bro.
Thank you for being in the show.
You're welcome.
Keep your head up.
I'll do that.